Hey, I'm Annie Nightingale from Radio 1. What we thought we'd do is to find some artists who we quite interesting to my kind of show and have a chat with them and see where they're going, what they need next and what their experiences are so far. What do you really want to be though?
It would be really good to be sort of touring and gigging a lot and getting my music just to loads and loads of people.
Do you see yourself as a frontman who could sell your own music with a big show?
That's where I would like to be. I can't quite imagine it in my head, but it would be great to be there. I don't have a huge amount of confidence. I couldn't pick up a mic at the start of a show and be like, hi, this is me, let's all go crazy. I can't do that.
But you want a hype man, that's what you want.
I mean, people like Pendulum, Chasing Status often have someone out the front who does their talking and everything, or the hyping for them, but they still put on an incredible show.
Do you imagine that you'll be able to make a living from music?
Knowing whether in a year's time it's going to be a point where I can make a living off it, or whether I'm going to have to kind of make it this thing that I sort of do in my spare, well, not in my spare time, it will be still a huge part of my life.
I can tell what you want it to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it sounds like you've made a great start.
But actually, I was curious if there are any advice you had to sort of getting shows and doing live performances.
Make your own tour. Once you get a foothold anywhere else, then I think more people say, I'm going to play in Belgium. People go, oh, well, actually, do you want to come play, you know, in this club in France, which is just over the border, just while you're there? People need a hook. They need something new, that either that you've got a new tune coming out, preferably a new tune and a tour, and a video, and all that. So you've got a package that people can get excited by, that can get you publicity and get you known and make you stand up from everybody else.
Those around me were my inspiration, unless money is the topic, end of conversation. So it's done with the talking.
How would you describe your music at the moment?
It's ultimately rap, I'd say. I rap, you know, but then having been brought up in East London where we had drum and bass, jungle, drum and bass, grime, dubstep, so I've managed to incorporate all those into my style. So I think a lot of it is getting out there, giving the free CDs, getting people's email addresses, getting people's Twitters, and just, you know, so they can put a face to the music and they can put a personality to it and they can buy into you as a product. How do you feel I would then best promote my music to DJs who I might not have met or have a working relationship with?
People find all kinds of ways to find you. Like, someone might put a cheeky message on Facebook, and if they put a sort of something that catches your eye, some like joke remark or something like that, you think, do you know what, that might be, and
something to stand out there.
Don't be afraid to bombard, actually. Don't be afraid to send it several times. I think if you do, people think, wow, this person is really persistent, and you admire persistence.
I'm not really too bothered about fame, to be honest. I just want to do it as a job. I just want to make music.
The question always at this point is, do you have a manager?
No, we are just as ourselves at the moment.
We basically are doing everything ourselves.
Would you like to have one?
Very much.
Yeah, I think.
I can't offer you, sorry, not me, but there are not loads of managers floating about looking for a job. I mean, they're just not. You have to invent one. You have to find maybe one of somebody, a friend, a colleague, somebody who's, you know, kind of quite reasonably reliable. Somebody amongst maybe one of your, have you got a strong local following?
We have, but no one that could technically, you know, do the sort of branching out things that we need.
Well, the thing is, you have to start with somebody who hasn't maybe done it before. They don't come ready-made, that's the point. If I meet an artist like you and they go, oh, I'll send you all my tunes I've ever done, I think it's quality rather than quantity. You just confuse people. Have one tune that you really, really think is the best and go with that for now until you've exhausted that and made it part of your live repertoire. What about things like merchandising, T-shirts?
Well, we did actually make a few.
Sounds like you've got all the ingredients. It just needs a sort of flashpoint to make it all happen for you, and someone to come along and see all this. You've got your own night, you've got T-shirts, you've got music, you've got it all going for you. Just maybe need somebody to just give you that lift off. Yeah. And I hope it happens.
And her eyes are vacant with face like snakeskin but red. From the blood out of memories bled, when I'm done right mess, when I done stared in the eyes of death.